Hello, students of class 6. Today we will learn the first part of a lesson from chapter 16, Political Development from History. Okay, so uh, in the previous class we have learned Sangam literature, Sangam kingdom, which was also known as Movander. We also have discussed about Hippolytus, who was the uh, who discovered, so to say, monsoon in the Arabian Sea. We also have seen together age of mercantilism during the Sangam age, Silk Road, and we also have learned some of the important foreign kingdoms in India, such as Indo-Greeks, Sakas, the Parthians, the Kushans, etc. So today we will learn chapter 16, first part of the chapter 16, so to say. The second part we will learn in the next class. So let's see together some of the important words that will definitely appear in this very lesson. Sorry. So the first one is Maharaja Dhiraja. Maharaja Dhiraja means King of Kings. Pilgrim, one who makes a journey to religious places. Barbaric, savage or cruel. Chandal means untouchable. Mythology, religious traditions. Well, uh, the Gupta Empire. Gupta Empire starts from 320 AD, and this Gupta Empire was founded by Maharaja Sri Gupta. He founded the empire. From the map itself we can see the places that has been shaded in orange color are the Gupta Empire. Okay, so this Maharaja Sri Gupta, he was succeeded by his son Ghatotkacha, and again this Ghatotkacha was succeeded by Chandragupta the first. Well, in the Mauryan dynasty we have learned Chandragupta Maurya, but that Chandragupta Maurya is different from this Chandragupta the first. This Chandragupta the first belonged to the Gupta dynasty, whereas Chandragupta Maurya, he belonged to the Mauryan dynasty. So we should not get confused on this because there are so many Guptas in the history of India. Okay, so this Chandragupta the first, you can see from the picture, and this was the coinage that was issued by Chandragupta the first during his period. He assumed the title Maharaja Dhiraja, which means King of Kings, the king of all kings, so to say. And he married a Lichavi princess whose name was Kumara Devi. Okay, and during the time of their marriage, this Kumara Devi also brought this Magadha, one of the Mahajanapada, a big kingdom, as a dowry, and it was added to the Mauryan Empire. Okay, so ultimately this Chandragupta, he was succeeded by his son Samudragupta. This Samudragupta was described as the Napoleon of India, this guy. One of the reason is he undertook many campaigns. Okay, he fought many wars and he undertook many campaigns during his time. He even performed Aswamedha sacrifice. Aswamedha sacrifice means horse sacrifice. So during at the time, this king usually sent out a horse, and the places, all the places that have been passed by this horse usually were added as a kingdom to their own empire, so to say. Okay, and if anyone who attacked or who caught this horse, they were usually, so to say, they were usually had a war with the kingdom or with the king who caught this very horse. So that was Ashwamedha sacrifice, which was performed by Samudragupta. Samudragupta was succeeded by his son Ramagupta, but this Ramagupta was removed by his younger brother, whose name was Chandragupta II. Okay, maybe Ramagupta was not an able ruler. He was very weak, most probably. So because of that, he was removed by his younger brother, Chandragupta II. Okay, so this Chandragupta II, whose name was also known as Vikramaditya, Vikramaditya, so to say. So from the picture itself, you can see this is Vikramaditya or Chandragupta II. So during his time, he extended his empire, the empire of Gupta Empire, so to say, from Bay of Bengal to Arabian Sea. He made Ujjain as his capital, as the capital of Gupta Empire. He even defeated Saka's western satrapas of Malwa, Gujarat and Saurashtra. He also defeated Bengal. At the time, Bengal was known as Vanga, chiefdoms, so to say. Bengals were made of so many chief or small kings. So all of them were defeated by this Chandragupta II or Vikramaditya. So during his time, a Chinese pilgrim, or we can say a Chinese ambassador from the king of China, whose name was Fa Hien, he visited India during the time of this Chandragupta II. He was ultimately succeeded by Kumaragupta, and again Kumaragupta was succeeded by Skandagupta, who was considered the last ruler of the Gupta Empire. During his time, he defeated Pushyamitra, once again Pushyamitra. He also repulsed, or he also pushed back the Huna's attack, which took place in 455 AD. So after this Skandagupta, the Gupta Empire did not have any great ruler. Okay, so ultimately their rules were defeated by other invaders, so to say, after this Skandagupta. Well, those are some of the important kings and their rules during the Gupta period, and during this time they have relationship with other kingdoms. They are very much related to other kingdoms or other countries such as Burma, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, China, Indochina, so to say, including Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia and all. Alright, so administratively they divided their empire into 26 provinces or states of India, like that. They have divided into 26 provinces, and again provinces were divided into Vaishyas, just like our district. Okay, and Vaishyas, and it was put, or it was charged under Vaishyapatis, like district magistrate. Okay, and not only that, this Gupta period was known as the golden age in the history of India because of its extensive achievements in many fields, in the fields of science, technology, engineering, art, dialectic, literature, logic, mathematics, astronomy, religion and philosophy. So because of they excelled in all these fields, it was known as the golden age. The Gupta period was known as the golden age in the history of India. Let's see some of the examples. For example, in the field of art, the present Ajanta and Ellora cave which was carved during the time of this Gupta period. Even the painting on the railings or on the walls of this cave are still there. Okay, so it shows the excellent work of the Gupta art, so to say, Gupta period, so to say. And also during the Gupta period, they produce eminent scholars like Kalidas or Kalidasa. Okay, so he's Kalidas. He was a very eminent scholar. He wrote many books. He wrote many fictions, dramas and all, such as Abhijanam Sakuntalam, Magdut. From the picture itself we can see this is Kalidasa or Kalidas. Okay, so other scholars were also there like Amarasima, Vatshyana, etc. Okay, and in the field of science, they have ancient scientist or genius whose name was Aryabhata. Aryabhata, he come up with the concept of zero. Before Aryabhata, the use of zero was not known, but he was the first person who come up with this concept. So today in the schools, in the colleges, in science and in mathematics, we use this zero for calculations as well as it is applied in many theories, right? So this was so to say discovered, or this was the theory was given by this Aryabhata. Not only that, he also gave an idea that the earth is not flat but round, and also it rotates in its own axis. So axis you have already learned in geography about the earth's axis. So previously the ancient people, they believed that the earth was flat. Okay, but after Aryabhata, he has propounded that the earth is not flat at all, but it is round as well as it rotates in its own axis. He discovered that the moon and planets are shined by reflected sunlight. The moon and the planets, they don't have the lights of their own, but it is just a reflection from sunlight. So this idea was given by Aryabhata. He also gave the theory of earth moving around the sun, revolution, the revolution of the earth. Okay, it is not necessarily that the sun is moving around the earth, but the earth itself is moving around the sun. So this idea was given by Aryabhata, and he explained the theory of eclipses. Okay, lunar eclipse as well as the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse happened a couple of weeks ago here in 2020. All right, so these are because of all this excellence in the field of science, literature and in other technology, the Gupta period was known as the golden age in the history of India. Well, these are some of the important points from this lesson. The second part we will learn in the next class. Okay, so I'm sending you the notes. Learn all the notes from study materials which I have sent you in your WhatsApp group. Okay, and also please subscribe to my YouTube channel after watching this video. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for participating in this learning.